Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about the official release of OxygenOS 9.0 with Android 9.0 for our OnePlus 5 and OnePlus 5T. We're going to check it out on our OnePlus 5 and I'll share with you guys some of the new features that are coming in, as well as some of the features that are coming to the 5T and not so much for the 5. So this is TK and this is XDA TV. So the cool thing about this is that the update is being pushed out for both the 5 and the 5T. Both of them though need to be running the latest version of Android Oreo 5.1.7. I did a video on my channel showcasing you how to be able to get this update pushed out to your device today. Follow the link in the description below as well as the card that I'm going to link for you guys here. But other than that, overall the update does not erase your data. It gets you pretty much running on the latest version. And again, I'm running the darker UI mode, so let's go ahead and turn on here, go into security. About phone. So you can pretty much see here Snapdragon 835, 8 gig, 128 gigs of internal storage, 1620 megapixels for the cameras, of course 5.5 inch display, and of course this is called the Optic AMOLED 5.5 inch 1080p display. We have Android 9.0 with OxygenOS 9.0 running latest security patch update as of December. So here's I mentioned you guys here, we are running the December 1st patch update, and of course here is the Easter egg showcasing what we have here. Now, the main difference that we have between this and the 5T, and I'll show it to you right away, is under buttons and gestures. So we'll go under buttons and gestures. So we have the alert slider that pretty much works the same way we had it before. Buttons, you can actually turn them on, invert them, or even bring in the display, the on-display buttons, so you get those. And let's go ahead and turn them off. You're able to customize the options here between recents, long pressing and movement on. All of those things are standard. Quick gestures as far as flip to mute, 3 fingers, screenshot, answer calls, double tap to wait. Again, all of the stuff that is standard. It's just that we're missing full screen gestures. And I'm not sure if this has something to do with the fact that the fingerprint sensor is in the front, but at this point or in this version of this ROM with the initial release, full screen gestures are not supported, and I will link you guys a video that we did here for the XDA gestures application that will work and help you guys gestures-based functionality here without necessarily having to have it baked into the operating system. As far as the aesthetics within the UI are pretty much standard. Wi-Fi, internet, Bluetooth, display, you can go in there, customize night mode, reading mode, screen calibration, ambient display is supported, although no always on display, wallpaper, theme, accent color, backlight, LED, all of the stuff, font, status bar, auto rotation, and of course screensaver. Buttons and gestures we already talked about as far as some of the information here. Again, no full screen gestures, but you are able to use the XDA gestures application, and that should be able to give you guys gesture-based navigation on your OnePlus 5. The OnePlus 5T should have that additional feature. That would be the most difference between that device and this one, is that you'll have full screen gestures on that one, and where we don't have that here. The last thing I want to show you guys real quick is under utilities. We have gaming mode, parallel apps, app locker, schedule on and off, pocket mode of course, and OnePlus Switch. Everything else pretty much the standard options. Navigation buttons, either the hidden ones, you can light them up or you can make them on screen, and the experience is pretty much the same. Now looking over at the camera application, we'll swipe up here. These are the pretty much the modes that we've had in the past. So we have video, photo, portrait, as well as the ability to go in slow-mo at 720p, pro mode, time-lapse, panorama, and of course settings. Now, video, we're pretty much capped still at 1080p at, 4K at 30 frames per second. We do have 1080p 60, standard 1080p 30 and 720. On the front-facing camera, we're pretty much stuck between 1080p as well as 720p. So the 1080p max is what we've had in the past. And of course, Google Lens integration here, you can turn it on and it is built into the camera. Very nice update. I think it's very well, and I'm hoping some of the optimizations that we get here with Android Pie will help us get a better battery life on our 3300 milliamp battery that's built in. To make sure your device is ready for this update, make sure you're running the latest version of the Android Oreo build of OxygenOS. So that's 5.1.7. And as long as you're doing that on either your 5 or your 5T, you should be able to receive this as an OTA within the next day or so, maybe in about a week. It's a staged rollout, and there's a lot of people that have this device, so just keep them in mind. If you don't want to wait, there's a link in the description below for the video that I did showing you guys how to update to that using the official OTA now. Very simple, very easy. You basically get it loaded on the device and you'll still be able to receive updates down the road. But of course, again, very happy that we have Android Pie officially on our 5 and 5T. If you are missing the gestures on the 5, don't worry about it. Check out the XDA application that we did here, the XDA gestures. It will give you access to full screen gestures navigation on your device without any problems. Like and subscribe as usual. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you very much for a wonderful 2018. And I hope to have a really nice, a very prosperous 2019 with you guys. I'll see you guys soon.